If you've been thinking about how to time the New York real estate market, or thinking about where to buy or where to invest in and around New York City, this video is for you. So I truly believe this is one of the best times to invest or even shop for a home in the Bronx. I'm going to get into that and I'm going to dive into all of the numbers. As always, if you have any questions, shoot a comment below or check out some of our links to get in touch. Now, when we're looking at the United States over the last 6 years, inventory right now is near the top, right? So we have a 20% increase year over year when it comes to housing inventory throughout the country. Now, this is huge because since 2019, we have not seen this many homes on the market. Now, that's the United States, and that's super broad, right? So, Abel, what does that mean for New York? What does that mean for my home search or for my house hack search here in New York City or in the New York City metro market? Now, when we look at the national scale, again, inventory is up 20% year over year. That is not the case in New York. So in the New York City metro market, inventory is only up 3.5% year over year compared to last year. But there is one county of the counties that we service that stands above the rest when it comes to an increase in inventory. And the reason I even bring this up is because the higher the inventory, the more options for home buyers and for investors, right? So when there's less inventory and more competition from other buyers, that drives up the price. I'm not saying that this increase in inventory is going to result in instant price drops right now or values declining. So if you own a property in the Bronx, this does not mean that you're losing value because of more inventory. All it means is that there's more supply for buyers to choose from, more options. And within that, sometimes there are property owners that are in a more motivated state and they're more willing to negotiate. So yeah, it could lead to more deals being that we have more inventory. So let's get into the numbers. When we're looking at the increase in inventory throughout New York City, the Bronx blows away every other county. So that's Queens, Brooklyn, Westchester, Nassau, and Suffolk County do not come close to the Bronx when it comes to an increase in inventory. So for single family properties year over year, we're at a 17% increase in the Bronx. Now, the closest counties to that are Queens, which is at about a 7% increase, and then Westchester, which is at a 5.1% increase. All other counties surrounding the Bronx have seen more modest increases in inventory. Now, that's just for single family. If you're looking to house hack or invest in a small multifamily, which is 2 to 4 units, the Bronx is the best target. So when it comes to multifamily, the Bronx has seen an 11.5% increase in inventory from last year. So there are 11% more properties on the market compared to 2024. And this is huge. Now you might say 11.5% is nowhere near the 17% jump that we saw for single family properties. But let's put that all into perspective. When it comes to small multifamily 2 to 4 units, Queens, Brooklyn, Westchester, Nassau, and Suffolk County all saw declines in new listings and active inventory from last year, right? The Bronx is the only county that's on increase, and at that, it showed a double-digit percentage increase at 11.5%. The reason I bring all of this up, and the last reason I'll say that this is a great time to enter the Bronx market, is because we can't accurately time the market to the T, right? Even Warren Buffett doesn't have like a pinpoint time when to buy or sell an asset. But one of those metrics that we can pay attention to decide whether or not we're heading towards a more favorable investing period is inventory. The reason for that is because new inventory hits the market, and then 6 to 12 months later, we see the result in terms of median and average sale prices, right? So right now in the Bronx, we have the most multifamily inventory and the most single family inventory dating back to 2019, right? So in the last 6 years or 5 years, we have not seen this much inventory in the market. With the exception of 2022, I should say 2022 did see slightly higher inventory, and that's when the interest rates were crazy low and people were just getting absurd amounts of money for their properties. Now the market has kind of gotten a little bit back to normal, I would say. But with all that said, with more inventory in the market now, this is the time to really start to test the market and see how much flexibility there is on these asking prices when you're negotiating with sellers or sellers agents. So I'll leave you guys with that. If you have any other questions on the Bronx, Queens, Brooklyn, Manhattan, Westchester, Nassau, or Suffolk counties, hit us up, use the links below, or shoot us a comment here.